it doesn't make any difference in terms of how likely we are to lose or to win. Yeah, so you just go here, and then you move your way up to the capital. And that should basically be the end of the war. They don't have enough men to even defend the entirety of the border, so, like, what really can they do? Okay, Ukraine and Russia decided to declare war on the Don-Cuban Union. So the National Populist and the Syndicalists have decided to join forces. You should improve infrastructure. Well... Okay, we did accidentally get myself encircled. To be honest, I'm not too sure how important that actually is. And my reasoning for that is that we're really not going to be fighting any wars in South America. Most of our troops are going to, because Argentina is not going to survive the war against Chile, most of our units will probably be sent over to Europe at some point in the future, so I don't think we need to have great infrastructure around here. World Cup has been proposed. Due to the current global conflict, the greatest experiment on Earth cannot occur. Why even live? Why even live? Anyway, we'll do some damage here. Bring our units over. Again, don't be attacking. It doesn't really accomplish anything. We'll have you push away in here, but just be very, very careful on the battle plan. Don't need to go too crazy on it. Okay. Yes, right, so there were 2 Sicilies. Again, that really shouldn't matter until the Weltkrieg. Sport incentive. Brazilians have always enjoyed sports, and to many of their de facto religion. Sports build character and excellent exercise and help children focus on learning how to work in groups. We should strive towards increasing funding for these endeavors. Yeah. Give me the stability, because we're at negative 25% stability and negative 96 political power. It's all not looking great for us. Oh wait, how are you guys doing? Yeah, 91 here. Can you attack in this province? Yes, you can. Yeah, again, we really just need to do some good old-fashioned victory point rushing. Yeah, you're dead. What did you think was going to happen? Come on now. You use your head. Yeah, so you're just more surrender limit. I can't imagine how these people could ever possibly actually win against the Union. It just seems to me like it would essentially be impossible. A little bit of damage where we can. Our resources are still doing okay. Argentina sees some territory. No, this is Paraguay. And they just fully annex Paraguay at some point. Sure, you know, let's just lose another 200 political power. Why? Or another. Let's lose another 20% stability for 200 political power. But we also lose political power off this, so whatever. Laziest policies have failed. Attempts to detach the church from daily life of the people have been failures. People see this as an attack on the very beings, in an attempt to brainwash them. And such direct action was almost uniformly met with hostility. We have no option other than seek a settlement with the church. I mean, it really shouldn't be that big of a deal if we get, you know, an alliance with the church. And we're going to have you march your way to their capital. One division we're going to have you assigned to you. You're not going to do anything, because again, we're going to send you over to the CSA at some point in the future again. But, like, I mean, the Canadians have pushed into, like, one province in northern New York, but that's really about it. The Italians confront each other. Italians in Brazil arrived here in the 1800s, as landowners sought cheap labor for their plantations after the abolition of slavery. They still kept arriving in large numbers, and it's without a doubt the largest immigrant community along with Germans and the Japanese. However, the Italian Civil War left scars on the people who lost their homeland to war, and ideological alliances to the Italian Social Republic were kept hidden until our proclamation of the Union of Britain. Hiding turned into gloating, and the confrontation that angry mobs fight, people they once saw as brothers coming from the same place. Okay, so we're taking a little bit of infrastructure loss, a little bit of stability, a little bit of power loss due to the Italian Civil War. We're no longer getting the benefits of the American refugees. Yeah, and again, negative one isn't that big of a deal. How much artillery do we have? 496. Can I just throw them in here? Yes. Can I support engineering companies? Not at the moment. So we'll just assign some artillery into all these guys. Seems good to me. Okay, hold positions for a moment. Have you do this, have you do this. Fort on this assault. Because you are, yeah, you're our territory. You're not actually, Rio Grande do Sul. I mean, I guess we couldn't try to navally invade them. So, you know what, yeah, let's do a naval invasion onto your capital. I don't have naval invasion tech. 22 days once dive bombing is done, we'll research naval invasion tech. It's kind of like one of those techs you definitely do need. No, sooner rather than later, for sure. But everybody else seems like they're doing okay. I don't know if we're really going to go to war with Bolivia at some point. I mean, they're fighting Chile. And I don't know if Chile will join the International while they're at war. My guess is no. But I might be completely wrong on that. Even gonna dislodge you guys. Thing is, again, we're attacking over a river into forests and into mountains. And that's never a fun time. Can't attack in this province. We'll do something like this. A settlement with religious groups. As to ensure Brazil's future, we must be careful not to isolate Brazilians from their personal long-held beliefs. The church is as much a cultural aspect as a religious one in Brazil, and thus we work towards convincing the church that we, unlike the barbarians in Europe, have a better understanding of society we live in. We will not do any rash actions against the men of the cloth. We, however, cannot guarantee their safety if they turn against the people, can we? And we are the people, in more ways than one. Yes, as long as the church doesn't do anything silly, they should be okay. Diminish profits. We live in an era of turmoil. Revolutions are not simple matters. While it's easy for us to say that the workers own the factories, they don't know how to work on land and manual labor, much less how to organize and maintain factories and other important functions, one performed by low-ranking capitalists. Okay, so we're going to take... Okay, I mean, it's not a great penalty, but it's only for half of a year. There's definitely worse things we could have happen. I'm going to assign you guys over to Blue Army. Bring them over. We've also got the Agrarian Revolt. Not too sure who's going to end up winning that one. Again, I don't think we really care too much about who wins that one either. Anyway, hold position. Air forces, let us now deploy our close air support. Begin just bombing the hell out of them. No, a few bombs never hurt anybody. You hold position. Air superiority gives them a negative 1.4% modifier. Thank you. I'm very happy about that. What's our, we're at 31 out of 49. I will train up 2 heavy tanks. I'll train up 1 heavy tank. I'm gonna have you guys go to maybe... Let's go 6 on you. At least for right now. And we want to research naval invasion tech. Apparently we don't actually start the game off with it. I'm not too sure why it would be so difficult to figure out how boats work, but who knows? I'm not a boatman. So 10 more days on you. You can do the party membership afterwards. You remove extreme decentralization. Gives us a little bit of political power. Nothing too crazy, though. Okay, we get military factory. Civilian factory, military factories. So that's 5 factories through this tree. Political power gain, stability, political power gain, more stability. I mean, those would all be very, very good. Chromium's kind of ass. You're not that great of a tree. I mean, getting the alumina would be okay. More stability. You... Political power gain goes up. Damage to garrisons is meh. Yeah, so these two we actually don't need to get our way down to the very bottom. We get 20% stability, more stability, and a lot of war support. I mean, there's some good things here at the very bottom of our tree. Yeah, but let's do obligatory party membership. War propaganda? No, we're for the first time in our entire lives the positive political power. I don't want to squander it. And you don't even need to push here. We really just need to push this province and then take all the cities. Okay, I mean, you need uprising. Did Egypt declare war quite yet? No, because this won't actually happen until, I think, October, November-ish. Just now teaching soldiers not to be afraid of the water. The water can be scary. We have no civilian factories. Excellent. Thank you. Because of our 60% modifier on this. Civilian economy. I mean, I would love to get rid of the civilian economy. If we can get our way down to war economy, that would, of course, be the best. But, you know, I'll be modest. I will take a partial mobilization as well. Yeah, we're about 1 year away from the second Vilkrieg taking place. Russia's trying to push their way into Finland, which is going to give them a direct front line with Sweden, which could actually allow maybe Norway to not be 100% ass. Maybe like a 20% ass is okay. Okay, we got more units. Let's assign you guys over to Purple Army for now. While you pushing down here. And push away towards the capital. Bring you around like this. So we do a city over here with 1 victory point. I'm not too sure exactly if we're going to need to take it. Now let's bring you all down here. Down around like this. You shouldn't be too much of a problem for us. Our general was wounded. He's a 3-3-2-2. Which is kind of like the best we actually have. But even though he's wounded, we'll still keep him in action, just so I don't forget. Gotta bring you down. You're almost dead. You're almost dead. You guys are worth 1 victory point. Push onto the capital. I don't know if the capital will be enough for them to die. So you're falling back. And clean them up. Washington has fallen. Who controlled Washington? The CSA did. And the West Indies Federation has navally invaded. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm looking at this. I still think the CSA is in an okay position. And at least not a position that I feel like we need to really worry about. There we go. Thank you. I mean, mostly thank you for the guns. I'm happy about it. And I'll put you guys back onto the border with Argentina. Delete this line because it doesn't need to exist anymore. And again, I will send my 1 division back up to the CSA. Get them to... I mean, try to do something. I mean, the naval invasions of the Entente are always a pain in the ass. But I wonder if maybe that would... I mean, like, if we can get some people down in, like, Central Africa to revolt. Or get Tunisia to revolt. Tunisia revolting is always great. Because that's actually the best chance for you to actually winning. AI Entente... Or AI CSA intends to get shreked by the Entente. Yeah, I mean, it's not great. Latsenio Boss Bomb rises through the ranks. While the Maximilians Party has greatly grown in size since the revolution, for rather obvious reasons, Latsenio Boss Bomb has been for years perhaps one of the chief leaders of the party, aside of Chairman Abilo himself. For many, he is a natural successor, even as such talk is discouraged by party leadership. And he has recently acted like he is in fact, well, And he has recently acted like this is a fact as well. Seeking to appear publicly as much as possible and garner support from officers. Time will tell if his efforts will be fruitful. Yeah, so you want to political power gain minus 15%. Just like you're basically, those are some pretty shit modifiers to be honest. They're not good at all. Because justify work time, I honestly don't think means too much. Yeah, but I'd like to get some more steel. We'll trade all our factories for steel. I hate to do it, but I think we kind of have to. Not a national spirit in revolt. I mean, at some point this has to go away, right? Because I will note that we are definitely no longer in revolt. Philadelphia. Of course, are you in the Belgrade Pact? You are not, so the Syndicalists might actually have a chance of winning in Greece. And I think what we want to do is, I don't think we want this troop trying to fight the Entente. I think I want him... Oh, they've actually lost Atlanta as well. Very disappointing. So where do I put this unit? I don't really know, to be honest. Let's put you, like, right here for right now. I think that seems okay. And let us begin the Maximitrat. Either way, it's going to end our extreme decentralization. It gives 20% stability. Because our stability is, you know, at a very, very nice 1%, which is incredible. Incredible. Communist Brazil, yeah, we're playing as Communist Brazil. In the Qing government... I mean, the Qing are at war with essentially all of China. So I don't think they can win this. Excuse me. Okay, provincial revolts have been crushed. Huzzah. Thank you for the stability. Thank you for the political power. I will definitely take those. And now we can join the International for the political power. Well, I'm trying to just... Okay, France has agreed. We've now joined the International. You don't want to look at ideology, you want to look at factions. And the International is doing, I think, reasonably okay. We'll join the French Research Agreement Pact. Yeah, we're going to redistribute some farmlands. Stripping lands from capitalists was the easy part. Now we must strive to redistribution of lands in a fairer manner. The farm owners should get a share naturally, as should farmhands. But how to deal with those in the cities who requested land? The complicated matter that requires much study and consideration for individual cases. Thankfully, the rebels have recently crushed, or mostly backed by landowners, can be reasonably stripped of lands that were who can be reasonably stripped lands to attend to the demands of these people. It's fair to assess that these lost the right to work due to their treason. Thank you for the political power. Could you read the description of the national focuses? But basically, okay, we're going to destroy the colors of the royal house. And we are going to... Brazilians may need to offer a slight push to come to the polls. But the advantages gated behind party membership will be too great to ignore. And the clergy ignorantly accused of being atheist. None could be more faithful than us. Okay, so I'm going to assign you to, once again, Blue Army. I think that's it. We now have naval invasion tech. Absolutely incredible. Torpedo. I mean, we don't really have a navy, though. We'll go grand battle plan, I think. Seems okay. And more units assigned even to Blue Army. Did I turn on night and day mode? Yes, I did. Yeah, night and day mode just, I think, always looks bad. Okay, Cuba has joined the International. Welcome, Cuba. Welcome. I mean, how's the Revolutionary Front doing? I think they're doing okay. Estrada de Lopez improves his position. An old military man, Estrada de Lopez has always been deeply respected by all officers even before the Civil War. He's always leaned left, but rightfully believed that placing supreme executive power in the hands of the common people without properly developing a nation will lead to chaos. He was perhaps the most high-ranking figure to support the Maximalist faction in the First Congress. Now, he seeks to ensure the safety of the nation and his great popularity. While it's unlikely that he will outlive Chairman Abilo, he certainly seems to be his current heir apparent. So the heir is not you. I'm assuming he's probably one of the field marshals. Yes, you are the current heir apparent to the leadership position of the country. Could upgrade you as well. Give me that organization rate. Get that going. Got one troop here being completely encircled. Are you also at war with... No, you're not at war with the American USA. You're just at war with the CSA, unfortunately. Okay, let's try to take Baltimore. We do need to kind of deal with these small pockets of Entente invasion, because they are proving to be a pain. Got notified. You can schedule YouTube uploads. YouTube will automatically post videos for me. How many of them were well, neckties are nice, you know. They're fancy generals. Well, some of them don't. Like this guy doesn't. He's got like a scarf on. We're producing outdated rifles. Let's upgrade you to be the next level of rifle. Let's follow you up. I mean, stability and political power. I don't know how you take anything else. The Congress of Trade Unions was called in quite hateful and wasteful fashion, simply to steer the country down a path of true revolution. Now we will ensure it permanently replaces the parliament, and it can only work in the betterment for a great nation. So we're getting rid of parliament. We're just having the... Okay, ignore all the political actions. I mean, stability... I'm going to take it. I hate to do it because I don't like taking political actions. I usually don't think they're very good. But our stability is so bad, we gotta at least take one of these modifiers, right? Excavation 3, I think, is basically not what we need right now. Probably should have done 1938 research tech a long time ago, but better late than never. It looks like Middle Africa, they went with the National Populist. So, what, you've got National Populist and your country has not exploded? It's actually increasing. Incredible. Incredible. Will you actually be able to... There's no way that Goring can hold on to Middle Africa, right? It just seems so unlikely that he could actually accomplish that. Okay, we have you over here in Baltimore. Let's deal with you first. I mean, we got a small little pocket of Entente invaders. I mean, if we kill the Entente in America, not exploded yet. That's true. If we can kill the Entente in America, then they'll be weaker in the future. So I think our goal being Brazil. I'm actually going to also deploy half of these units into a brand new army to focus against the West Indies Federation. I think it makes sense that our goal would be to kill the West Indies Federation, and then push our way into Canada, kill the Canadians, deal with the Entente ourselves, while France deals with Germany. I think that seems reasonable as a goal for us to be doing. When the second Wilkrieg starts, you can try to invade Middle Africa. Well, the question is, will Middle Africa survive until the second Weltkrieg? The answer is I don't know. They might not. They might end up dying before then, which would be better for us. Do you have a port? No. I'm gonna send you here for right now. And it looks like the Indo-Chinese revolt has succeeded. The Germans were kicked out of the country. But, like, I can't... Like, 72% resistance strength. 85% resistance strength in some of these provinces. Like, that's incredible. Germany's Asia is absolutely crippled to Kingdom Come. Okay, the Indo-Chinese revolt has succeeded. I guess we will... do I need to make an agency? I'm leaning more towards no. It looks like South Africa is declared war on the Entente, which will maybe get some of these guys to end up leaving us alone, at least a little bit. Third Boer War. Let's bring you up to the north. Kick you guys out of Massachusetts. And they do have a port, which having a port does make it substantially more annoying for us to have to kind of deal with them. Land doctrines on the way. We'll go for the 1939 artillery. Fall of Cape Town. Guangzhou is joined up with you. Yeah, you're not the National Pacification Army. Wait, so are you, is the Federal government going to unite China peacefully? Perhaps? I mean, they've all decided to line themselves up behind the Federal government. So I don't really know what's going to be happening there. Okay, let's go take Providence. Again, we want to try to secure as many ports as we possibly can. Triple Tiny join the Cairo Pact. Good news for us. I mean, I think the United States will end up dying soon. I don't think MacArthur has too much left in him. Like, maybe... I mean, where's the capital? Is it in Denver? Yes, but the CSA is almost taken over Denver. Okay, we centralized you. We got the cult personality. Okay, and you'll be dead in a moment. Have you be here. Yeah, you can see that the Entente is trying to leave America. And I'm guessing they want to go fight. Actually, these guys aren't in a faction. I thought by now they would have joined a faction, but I guess not. Very strange. And Argentina is actually still fighting their war. What if their war is actually going to even be over by the time the Second World War begins? I do not know. But what I do think is that even though it's going to be a little bit of a shorter stream today,